But that's enough of the introduction. Our first game is about to start. And here we go. Agent in the bottom left in the new lavender color. And the top right we have Heke sticking with the blue. Heke played some very unusual strategies in the last open qualifier. He played well, normal fiend opening, but then a Naga push followed up or accompanied with towers. It was on this very map, in fact. He was starting in the bottom left, however, and laid siege to the humans expansion up here with towers. Under-towering. Unheard of, pretty much. But Heke, he has some of his own specialties, his own strategies. He also plays super aggressively in Undead Mirror. We could see that against Ente. Again, that series was really a treat. I enjoyed that so much. Way better than the normal Undead Mirrors we see in the high-tier competition. So, Archmage first. As you could see, Agent. Does he have some special strategies? I cannot recall him playing very extraordinarily. Fast Expo, tier 3, that's what I'm expecting. How much damage can Heke do? LR, pretty damn easy Expo map for the human. This gold mine poses no threat at all. The creeps there. Difficulty is the Merc Camp. Securing this one is pretty much impossible unless you have like 2 minutes of freedom, which the Undead normally never wants to give the human, of course. So here's the scout, he confirms the Archmage. He could choose to go creeping himself over here with some critters from some skeletons from the critters. But he's gonna be very aggressive immediately. Acolyte here, denied to the creeps, not more experience for the Archmage. So usually when the DK runs across like this, he really wants to steal some last hits on the creeps with a coil, or water elemental experience, or threaten the Archmage. But usually you want to threaten the Archmage if the creep camp is hard to do, which of course this one isn't. He's actually taking the green camp here before expanding. In the Undead main, this is looking super standard. No ghouls. Sometimes we see more ghouls to pressure, especially against an MK though, not really against an Archmage. But no, he's going 3 ghouls into fiends. Does he have backpack? Nope, he does not. So reinforcing with skeletons will be very hard for him to do. Takes him a while to get level 2 here, but he does get it. And very nice items, wow. Circlet and Mantle, that's pretty much the dream. First coil, second coil actually, used here. He got some experience. Was that from a creep? I'm sorry, I missed that one. I think it was from a creep. And here we go. Militia moving out, 6 of them, that should be plenty. He's trying for the surround, doesn't quite get it. More experience from the skeletons. Oh, he wakes up the creeps. Is this gonna trigger their aggro? Not really. Usually you need to... I don't even know how that works. I think you need to use 2 skeletons. And then one of them gets ensnared or whatever. I don't know. I don't really know how to trigger this. But sometimes it works. Chechi used it very well against Todd, where he delayed his expo by so much when they played in the first open qualifier, where Chechi eliminated him in the last deciding round. It is the issue when you don't go creeping with the DK. You're on level 1, you don't have aura, you're slow, you're taking one fireball after the next. Oh, can he get the last hit here on the Ogre Magi? No! And the Fiend almost gets surrounded. Takes out one more peasant here with a coil. But this was a very unsuccessful early game from the DK. You need to get level 2 quickly. Otherwise, the mid game becomes very difficult. Archmage, holy shit, these items. That is extremely good for zoning a DK. We could see how quickly he dropped low HP. Had to retreat, or no, has to retreat. Now Agent can creep this, that's gonna be level 3. And then he can decide to pressure into the Undead main, keep him from creeping, maybe kill a ghoul, or if he's lucky, a fiend. Or he could go for the Merc Camp, maybe. Could he though? He would need Merc Camp support, he doesn't have the resources for that right now, so probably right now is actually not a good time for the Merc Camp. But he's protecting his expo still, he's hanging around, keeps on creeping up. Archmage level 4, of course, very valuable. for all that additional mana regen. Finally, DK hits his own level 2. Claws for him as well, of course. Very powerful for the Lich, who's coming right now, along with the Slaughterhouse. So how quickly is he going to tech here? 3 Fiend tech is pretty much the greediest you can do. 1-0 though, he has started doing 2 Fiend techs. Against Orc though, I think that is. Not against Human. And he keeps on creeping. Replenishment here would be very nice for the DK, but the Archmage, he has an idea. With an End Snare on the Fiend, he could find a kill here. But End Snares are on the Skeletons only. Alright, now he's moving towards... kind of towards the Undead base. These items on the Archmage, dude. Plus 7 intelligence and even more damage with the claws. Oh, this Fiend has been forgotten. And I must say, Heke, that was a pretty big error. Chasing that footy and not protecting him with a DK was too far away. And of course the Fiend is a very juicy target and the AM is certainly gonna get it. Perhaps you can hope to deny this one, but not even that's gonna work. And this is a splendid early game for the Human. Heke needs to do something big here to come back. And it's the tower push again. Not with a Naga this time, but with a Lich. And Frost Armor, by the way. Using the few coils that he has onto a footy, not even getting the kill. Nothing seems to be working out for Heke here. Unfortunately, Agent playing a solid game. He has started teching. No towers yet, aside from the one Arcane. Here comes the shop as well. Militia, to be safe. Water Elementals and footies are buying the time. He has a decent number of footies, but they're all kind of bruised. They are fortunate here that there's no Nova. One footy has been lost. I think that's like the only footy so far. Maybe during the expo one died, but this is not looking scary at all. I was overreacting to the skull though. I thought it was going to be Acolytes again with towers, but no, it's just for a bit of regen. 50 gold only, not too expensive. In the main, tier 3 starts now. That's pretty late. After the 2 statues only, so basically 4 Fiends and 2 statues into tier 3. That is pretty delayed. Of course he lost the 1 Fiend, so now he only has 3 left. And the shop here for the Archmage, so nice. He's gonna have so much mana for so many Water Elementals. Of course, the Water Elementals won't really find any kills here, but they delay. They keep the Undead busy. Getting more towers here. This is very open though. This Town Hall is too far away, right? It's like 1 slot too far away. Whoops! That's gonna cut into his gold income, as you can see here. A little bit. Of course, still good gold income for him. More footies are dying. DK is getting very close to level 3. Oh, he didn't give the claws over. Nerves, perhaps? Showing themselves on Heke. No defend either, and trickling in with these footies. And this is where usually would love to have Merc Camp access, but that's the thing about LR. It's so hard to find the time to get these Mercs. And now, this is scary. 2 statues, level 3 DK, 4 Fiends. And this peasant line is super exposed. That tower's certainly gonna fall. He needs militia support here to hold on. Double Sanctum. Wow, playing it super safe. Nowadays we oftentimes see humans rushing tier 3 without any Sanctum. He's going for 2. He wants to get the breakers. He wants to hold on here. The 2 towers have been cancelled, but the mining still continues. Should probably put a 6th peasant in there, actually. Oh, nice block from the Fiend against the Water Elementals. Damn! Limiting the damage onto the statues. Tier 3 almost done. He has 5 Fiends now. Pretty good damage. If he goes for a Dark Ranger on tier 3, he can shoot at this peasant line consistently. Just standing here, only being in range of the Arcane. The building placement here for Agent seems to be his only mistake so far this game. Earlier shop here would have made a world of difference. But he wanted to save that money for tech or footies or whatever. Now he has defend though, he has a good number of footies, and he has the MK. With a potion already, he doesn't want to die too quickly, and breakers are not coming out. He is still waiting in no upkeep. No shredder by the way, so lumber might be an issue. Tier 3 though has started for him. Borrow on everything. But not on the one that gets killed. And here comes the reveal. Oh no. That's painful. The coil comes too late. And this Fiend with the Stormbolt, she should still survive! No! Archmage damage too high. 3 Fiends killed. That is a devastating blow. Usually, I don't want to, you know, call this game too early, but usually that is a lead that the human will not give up anymore. Especially with the transition that is coming. He's not going all in on breakers or anything. Tier 3, pretty much done for him. He's very close. And now he does have the time for the Mercam. This is going to be level 4 for his Archmage and level 2 for his MK. If he splits the experience well here, it's going to be a jump start for the Mountain King. But I guess the AM wants to get close to 5 as well. So what's the third hero here? Panda! Okay. Usually when you play Panda, you have several options actually. You can try to break the expansion with Breath, AoE and all that. Or you can creep up the entire map, get high level, and then win the late game with stronger heroes. And you have the answer to the flying machines, with the Breath of Fire of course. But it's morphing time, boys. Nice scout. Very good scout from this Watch Elemental. Sees the destroyers coming in. It's gonna be 4 destroyers. That is easily enough against only 2 guard towers, especially since they don't have many masonry upgrades at all. What's he doing? Agent, you need to react. He's still creeping up here. Of course, Spellbreakers aren't going to do anything about this. And why did he get so few towers? Why only 2 towers? Breath, Nova, peasants are going to die quickly. The 1 destroyer here to the back gets healed. And of course, 3 guard towers you can easily get rid of. Oh no. Expo suddenly cracked. And he doesn't have a workshop yet. That should have started a long time ago. Agents, macro slipping. I thought this game was in the books for him. But that's just way too light on defense. Like, either you have to get gyros quick or you have to go heavy on the towers. But you can't skip both. Oh no. How is he giving this away? Is he giving it away? Third hero for him now, the Paladin. Of course, the destroyers are out of mana now, so their damage is severely limited now. But against footies, it's still pretty good. Long-range Stormbolt, trying to go for the Panda. Can he get us around? Not really. Frost Armor makes him more tanky. Destroyers. Completely unanswered here. The Archmage, the only thing that can shoot up. And he needed a second workshop. Ah, that one timing. That one single timing. And if he had been here to defend with his breakers and stuff, he could have at least dealt with the fiends, you know, making that more difficult. But he was over here creeping. He had even scouted this, I must say. Agent maybe feeling cocky after that mid-game. After those 3 fiend kills, maybe he, like me, thought this was already over. But it wasn't. So now he needs time for his gyros. At the moment he has 3, that's not enough, obviously. Heke has just bought himself a lifeline again.
A player's forces are under attack.
On the ground, though, he has barely anything. Only 1 fiend and statues, I suppose. And he doesn't have a TP. That's a big deal. He actually, look at this. He has like nothing on these 2 heroes. The Lich has something, which is nice. And level 3. But bolts around is the big danger. If he walks into range of the MK plus Spellbreakers, he may just lose DK or Lich or both, and then it's over. Then it's definitely over. And the destroyers, of course, at the moment win the fight against the gyros easily. He needs another workshop, man. But he doesn't have the resources. Only 3 peasants mining in here. Which is even less than normal because the base is too far away. And he's losing so many peasants now. He is not really low on lumber, but he's about to be. And I like this. He's distracting Agent here in the main. And the expansion once again. He's being aggressive. Killing the peasants, disrupting the mining. And he's got more statues coming from the main. More ghouls, even fiends. Parked in the back. 64 supply. For the Undead against only 47. Agent really seems to be crumbling here. What a comeback by the Swede. The Panda gets bolt surrounded, and that's gonna kill him. Oh, or is the Paladin gonna die first? There's a staff to save him that opens up the surround. There's gonna be a second chance though with the next Stormbolt. So, how many gyros does he have? He needs more gyros. And he needs an orb of fire, I think. He needs so many things. This game is looking so difficult now. Where's the Archmage, by the way? What's he doing?
Forces are under attack.
Standing around here. More destroyers. 3 over here, 2 over here. And just no answer to them. If he can get 20 gyros, he will win this game, but how is he supposed to get that time? MK super low, heal potion has to be used. There's going to be another Holy Light in a second. He needs it. He uses it. Archmage once again trying to defend against these destroyers. Look at all the corpses though. It's a slaughter in the main, man. And the main force is chasing the healer. The paladin with a Nova would die. But everything here is super low HP. Super low mana, excuse me. And now there are gyros. Is that good enough? It's still very few gyros. They're flying in. They do have flag cannons. Where's the Breath of Fire? He doesn't have the mana. So actually, he may win the air fight. The Paladin dies. Only level 1 though. Doesn't matter too much. DK super low. Going for the MK who's also super low. Mana potion, heal potion. Death Knight in trouble. If he overextends here, he may lose a couple of heroes. Death Knight gets away. Just barely. Oh, and the Lich now in a very precarious situation. Has the invul still. Level 3 for the Panda. He's trying to block him in here. But the invul will be there. But we don't have... Oh, he's staffing in with the DK to TP out. He needs to save his forces here. And actually Agent holds on. God damn, so many comebacks this game. Crazy. He holds on. He survives. But at a hefty cost. No mining here. Well, here... Oh, finally we have 6 peasants in here. 42 supply against 37. It's an all-out slugfest here on LR. Both players taking multiple blows. But MK Stormbolt is always the danger. Where's... MK's dead though, right? Yeah, he is. He's level 3 as well. But now with the MK, excuse me, being dead, the DK is safe. Level 3 water elementals though. And of course we don't have destroyers anymore. The gyros have the air superiority now. Still have a lot of them. But of course they don't do anything against ground. Even with the upgraded, their damage is laughable. So the transition from Heke should be Fiends now, I suppose. Fiends and A-bombs. Double slaughterhouse. A-bombs coming, as well as another statue. Siege continues. Gold mine, check. Almost 1,000 gold. Advantage here. Or disadvantage, however you want to see it. Nice focus fire here. From the breakers against the statues. And yeah, these water elementals. They are holding this expansion now. He needs to get more time. For his heroes. MK is almost back. Paladin will be coming quickly after. He was only level 1, I think. Alright. Here are the A-bombs though. And once they are here, with the Orb of Corruption, these breakers are gonna die quickly. They do have 1 armor upgrade, but I don't know that that's gonna be enough. Tanks even coming out now. One of them at least. Only 1 workshop, so can't really mass tank it up. He needs invuls though. For this Panda, with the MK now back, finally. Can't believe how this game swung around so heavily 2 times, man. Really cool. Very even game. These undead heroes, though, are pretty damn good. They're about to be 4-3-3. Oh, nice block from the A-bomb. My man. Dude. That was sick. By the way, he does have Aura level 2. No Death Pact. And now the Paladin's firing back. He needs levels. He is not delivering here in the late game. Panda needs to be kept at the back. He's the most juicy target for the Bolt Stomp combo! And he doesn't use the invul! He had the time! But he missed it! And now, the next one could be the DK right after. Stormbolt, Holy Light, right clicks, and suddenly this game seems to be over. MK back changes this game around again. There's one more, and that's it. GG! Agent had to fight hard to come back into this. Felt like he gave it away a little bit, and I already had seen the victory for the Undead there, but no. After that first sloppy defense, he came back very strong. That was well played. And the 1-0 for the human. So yes, again, this is the wildcard qualifier. So the main qualifier on Saturday, that's the qualifier that determines who gets to go to China. This one is about who gets the one slot that is still open for that main qualifier. In the main qualifier waiting are, well, the strongest Europeans that we have in the scene. Foggy, #1 amongst them. Also Cash, Orkwalker, Zyko, Anima, and Ente. Should an undead prevail here today, we would have 2 of each race, which would be nice. But I think everyone's kind of hoping for Todd. If Todd makes it to the main qualifier, that would be the most interesting storyline. Todd has been practicing a lot. But I guess we're gonna get into that more later when we see his game. That will be our next game after this one. Again, if you guys haven't heard yet, we have games being played at the same time here. The other part of the grid is being covered by Heke right now. Check that out. Open up his stream, twitch.tv/Heke. He is doing Imperius' game right now, I think. Yeah, Imperius versus TGW. After which Snick versus Death Note will be played also in his stream. But we stay with the upper part of the bracket. And yeah. So we'll only miss 2 games. The semifinals we'll both see, as well as the grand final, of course. Map number 2. Echo Isles, it is pretty surprising that Heke chose it as a counter pick. Yeah, and Todd's saying it as well. Like, this is a pretty good human map. Super easy expo. Pretty easy Merc Camp. Very easy level 3. Even good for an MK if you want to play an MK. But I don't think ag3nt is an MK player. It is the Archmage again. Expansion very far away from the undead base. It takes a long time. And an additional upside, you can attack the undead base fairly easily if you're in position, I don't know, somewhere in the middle. And force the undead's attention back home. There's one upside though to Echo Isles for the undead. Usually the expo will be standing here, kind of. And then there will be a tower here. So if you manage to keep towers in front of the peasant line from coming up, you can lay siege to these peasants again. And it's very hard to SimCity this off. You would have to have like a shop here, farm, blacksmith or something. So peasants could be in danger. If we see, especially if we see a Dark Ranger third. But we saw Panda last time. Didn't really like the Panda so much, to be honest. In general, I'm not a fan of the Panda anymore. I feel like that's so hit or miss, you know? If you lose the air battle once, it's just over. You can never claim air superiority again. And then suddenly he feels pretty bad. As he cannot get coiled and stuff, of course. Thank you very much to I Am Weasel 84. Resubbing for 6 months. That gives you a new sub badge. Ain't that nice? Holy shit. Oh my god! I wasn't paying attention to what was going on. What the hell is this? That's a Panda First Fast expansion from the Undead. Are you kidding me? Which the footy saw, by the way. I'm sorry. I was just going into like autopilot casting, you know, because the first 4 minutes nothing's happening. Usually. But this is a Panda First Fast expansion.
A player's forces are under attack.
I cannot believe what's going on. Well, we knew this about Heke, that he plays unconventional. We saw that before, but I've never seen this before. He took a lot of damage on his Panda, which is pretty bad. Usually, you can tank with the ghouls, since you can send him home. And you can tank with skeletons. But he tanked with a Panda, that's really not supposed to happen. Big lightning shield here, lots of damage on these peasants. Archmage's taking the time for the Merc Camp, gets the boots, which is actually really nice for chasing down targets. Also makes the Panda's life more difficult. Footy moving over. Footy alone, of course, can't cancel this. But Archmage with a staff joining in could do it. This panda should be full HP. This is such a big mistake. Of course, the breath is going to be very nice against the peasants, which are going to start the creep camp here. But the mercs also very powerful now against the ghouls. Oh! 4 ghoul run by into the main to time it with the expansion. That's pretty cool. Oh, but the Archmage, he's level 3, dude. That's pretty good against ghouls, I heard. An interesting game. So, he's keeping Agent from expanding, still. But he's not finding any kills. He needs just 1 kill. Just 1 goddamn kill for level 2. Oh, he did get it there. Okay, he gets the Shadow Priest. That's his level 2. Most likely gonna be Drunken Brawler.
A player's forces are under
Usually, units don't have all that much mana to support the combo. Especially early on. Before statues. The Expo is coming up though. However, without any towers. So far. He has the Blight now. He can creep this with only Militia and like a Footman. We have 3, 5, 7, 8 Militia. That should be enough to take this camp. Panda with the boots now as well. Ghouls are coming south to defend. Only 4 ghouls though. And there's level 2 water elementals against them, which is like their natural predator. Ooh, man, this is looking rough. Breath of Fire. Hit okay there, I suppose. Oh, but now. He has like no answer to this Archmage at all. He is free to do whatever he wants. Gets another ghoul. Holy shit, dude, he's almost level 4. No mining here. The Acolytes have been forced away. The Ziggurat is gonna get cancelled. Yeah, I think if you do this, you have to go for a Sacrificial Skull. But for that, you need a Graveyard. So, it's hard, man. It's looking rough. It's looking very rough for Heke. Oh man, these water elementals are just too strong, dude. At this stage of the game, they dominate. Level 4 for the Archmage. Getting towers first. Is he like fearing Gargs or something? I don't know. But this is gonna be lost. This Holy Gold Mine is not gonna survive. Ooh, tier 2 only now starts. Late. Very late. Panda's kind of close to 3. That's the one silver lining here in this game for Heke. But it's looking desperate. It's looking very desperate. Agent can even start teching here in a moment. That would make him not even too far behind the... Okay, he still needs to finish this. Okay, it's gonna take a little longer. Ahem. One more creeping from the Archmage. How can Heke come back? Destroy push. Is that his hope once again? He does have the counter to the gyros already. So it seems like the best choice. Of course, MK second is gonna be very strong once again against the Panda, who cannot be healed. Good scouting here by Agent, making sure this Expo will not be coming up unseen, unnoticed. Very light on towers once again. Oh, he still hasn't started teching. Probably gonna do it now though. There we go. Mud Golem early. Oh, I love this one. That's so nice. I don't know if he scouted the tech of the undead, but before destroyers, Mud Golem is so good. Thank you very much, Disco Laser, for the update. TGW won his first game apparently, which does not surprise me. Imperious again. New undead player. Literally new undead player. TGW has been around for a long time. First Breath of Fire doing decent damage against the peasants. Gets 2 kills here, but loses close to all of his mana for it. And health, by the way. Double crypt. Gargs? Has to be Gargs, right? Tier 3. Perfectly seen by this illusion. And towers coming up. Yeah, if Agent just makes a bunch of towers, hopefully more this time than the last time. I mean, you should just, like, be able to roll him over soon. I don't know. Weird game. Let's see how this pans out. Here's one slaughterhouse. Oh, shit. It's gonna be frenzy ghouls. Okay. So...
The town is under siege.
Huh. Frenzy ghouls. Alright. Usually not too good against towers. With the panda, maybe they can raise the towers. I don't know. Let's. I'm learning with you guys here. Panda staff across the map. Frenzy's still so far away though, man. His tech was so late. Oh, and he's getting a lot of towers this time. So he's gonna have what is this? 6 guard towers. That's gonna beat a lot of frenzy ghouls. Down here he's getting more as well.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, and he finds the ghouls moving across. Mud Golem could find a lot of kills here, but the panda is the big kill. But he does have a TP. And then invul, that's not gonna work. Oh, the slaughterhouse here, being pressured by the Archmage. Can he get this? He has 2 idle acolytes for repair, only coming in now for the repair. He might be able to get both. He's definitely gonna get this cancel, obviously. But he's still keeping the ghouls kind of busy. So, this is cancelled. He's gonna have a 3rd water elemental here in a second. But slaughterhouse should survive. At least. But the Archmage can just stay here. There's like no damage. There's no ghouls anymore. Oh, the Tomb of Relics! Yes! That's an easy kill. That means no more statues. Oh, man. Heke seems to be in a desperate situation once again. Like the last game. But last game, very surprisingly, he came back into an almost winning position. Is he gonna get this tomb? Oh, if he gets it, that's so big. Not enough repair. It's too much damage. Water elementals, pretty good. He queued the next statue at least, but he may lose the first one that he has. He's busy over here. He killed a couple of footies, lost a ghoul or so for it. But that's the only statue that you have, my friend. You have to repair. Archmage has another water elemental in a second, and almost level 5! He wants to kill the acolyte here. For level 5, oh my god. Oh my god. Water torrents. GG! Whew! Okay.